he has made that out. And then a politician was getting ready to give a speech on camera with the news in front of the news, and he gets pigeons pooping on top of his head on live TV.
Where do you find this good stuff? My goodness. So, that reminds me, I can remember playing basketball and stuff and birds flying over and getting pooped on and stuff. And around here where I live, they say, oh, that's good luck. I'm like, good luck? If that's good luck, I don't want any bad luck. I just got, what on? Are you kidding me? I never understood that. How's that good luck? How's that good luck to get pooped on?
I don't know, but that'd be rather embarrassing, especially when you're talking about the pigeon problem around City Hall, and you're on news, and one that you get all covered with pigeon poop. That would be rather, embarrassing. Then a woman, while she was in her sleep, she swallows supposedly her engagement ring, thinking it was nothing but a dream. But she actually, how do you do that? How can you have a dream like you're swallowing your engagement ring and you actually do it?
She must have subconsciously took it off and did it. I mean, there's some people, see, that's why, they talk about sleep paralysis and stuff. It's to keep you from doing things while you're sleeping and acting out your dreams. But it looks like she's crossed the threshold of actually doing subconsciously what she's dreaming, and that could be dangerous. It's along the lines of sleepwalking and all kind of craziness.
Well, I'll tell you, in Florida, they must have some strange things going on. Because you know what? A Florida burglar breaks into a home to make breakfast and tells the resident, go back to sleep, I'm hungry.
Sounds like the tweaking couple was in the cop car the night before or morning before. Jesus. I couldn't imagine. Can you imagine waking up and somebody telling you to go back to bed, some stranger?
Well, then a Florida man parks his smart car in his kitchen so it doesn't blow away in a storm.
It doesn't sound like the car was too smart, nor the driver.
Yeah, but have you ever seen these smart cars? They're like little mini, like those, when you're a little kid, what do you call those? Little Tykes or whatever it is, those little plastic cars that are red and yellow top. They kind of look like that. I've seen one going down the road, and you wonder, oh my God, that thing is not even more than 7 feet long, and scary little thing.
I seen one of those in the back bed of a pickup truck one day. No lie.
Probably they're small enough to do it, and then a bear walks into a hotel in front of a large bunch of people, and this curls up on the couch and takes a nap.
Was this in Florida, too?
It should have been, but no, I don't think in Florida.
Oh, my goodness. So a bear just walks into a hotel room like he owns a place and sits down. So the patrons there must have been like, well, this wasn't on the brochure. Jesus.
And, we were talking about time travel last week with Tim Swartz. A woman claims when the police came to arrest her to be her own daughter, to try to evade being arrested. And she's like she's 50 years old and she's trying to be 16 years old and try to be the daughter. Hey, come on, lady, what are you trying to do and try to pull off? The police aren't that stupid.
I got to tell you, these people, I don't know what the heck kind of drugs are on, but it's making them delusional as all get out and just do some crazy stuff. My goodness. Cooking breakfast, sex in the backseat of a car, stealing Churchill's poop receipt. Oh, my God.
And another thing, too, at Whataburger, you might watch out what you order there, because workers scream as a mouse launches itself off of the shelf into the deep fryer at Texas Whataburger.
You just reminded me of something. I see, what commercials I see all day long. Every time I turn the TV on, it's these burgers that aren't beef. They're called plant. They call it plant. They don't even specifically tell you what kind of plant it is. It's just they call it plant meat or burger or whatever.
It don't taste like beef. Okay, one of my sons brought me one tonight. About an hour before the show, and I was like eating this, and I'm going, where's the meat? It looked like meat, but it didn't have the taste of meat. So and some people some people love it, just like that fake chicken.
Oh my God! I got news for you. Anytime you process or mess with food, you're putting chemicals and stuff in it. I'm telling you, that's going to give you cancer. Don't eat it. It scares me when they say this is plant. They don't even tell you what plant. It's just plant. It's made from plant. That just tells me that the process you're going in to make it even look like a burger, you're adding some stuff in it that can't not be healthy for you. And the whole ironic part is they're probably trying to say, oh, it's more healthier than beef. I don't believe it.
Well, also in the wacky news, 250 pigs escape and run through a Vermont town. The only way they could catch them and lure them back to the farm was with hot dog buns.
I could just imagine a bunch of people trying to catch a greased pig. Oh my! So there's a couple hundred pigs on the loose in Vermont, and so they had a fetish for hot dog buns. I guess that's the only way they got them.
Yeah, that's how they caught them. And another thing, a Georgia woman is really intelligent, and she's accused of borrowing a badge and gun. In other words, she stole a cop's gun and badge. You know why?
Oh, I'm afraid to ask. Tell me.
To get free snacks down at the precinct.
I thought you was going to say donuts down at Dunkin' Donuts or something there for a minute. Jesus. So her mind is so twisted that she thought she'd go to this elaborate plan to commit a felony to get free snacks.
Oh, yeah. I tell you, some people are really strange. And you don't, again, in Florida, because, the water is coming up from, the Antarctica, melting and all that stuff. So the sea level is coming up. But, a surfer decides he's going to catch some air at a Florida beach, and he lands on a chomping 6-foot shark.
Oh, my goodness. And this was in Florida, too?
Oh, yes. And a 2-headed turtle, is hatching, makes biggest splash in South Carolina.
Oh, my
I have
goodness.
never seen I think I have seen a picture of a 2-headed.
I've actually seen them at the Columbus Zoo. Years and years ago, I seen a 2-headed turtle. It's just a genetic, something went wrong with in the womb or whatever, or in the egg. But that's some bizarre stuff. I've seen 2-headed snakes too. Now you ever see a 2-headed snake?
No, yes, I actually have.
Yeah, they're bizarre to see them, and they're like normal. Like both heads could bite you. It's freaky. Jesus.
Okay, a man cooks a pork chop that resembles Jesus Christ and then eats it.
I guess he got a sacrament Jiminy Christmas. Oh my God. What is
I don't know, but why would you want to make a pork chop look like Jesus Christ and then they have the nerve to eat it?
I know, like maybe he wanted to give himself his own sacrament or his own little mass or whatever. My goodness. I don't know the his idea behind that, but I'm sure that he's got a theory. I wonder if he lived in Florida.
Probably, or next to it. And Trump declares this is the age of Trump. Of course, some of the Twitter users kind of came back and said some other nice stuff to Trump.
Oh my God, I could just imagine. He's his own worst enemy when he gets on Twitter. I think he does it on purpose just to stir the fire. Well,
you know what? In Lake Champlain, there is fish there with 2 mouths.
I seen that. That is bizarre looking. You can't even imagine that until you see the picture. And what I think it's because of toxic waste or something. Maybe that mutated their genes or something.
Or something. I don't know. And
I don't know, but it's not normal.
And Trump is still offering to buy Greenland. Can you believe that? And it keeps backfiring on him. Why does he? Maybe he wants to put his own golf course there and then fly, all the, special agents and stuff there. When he goes traveling, they can land at, in Greenland, and he can charge the government.
Greenland is basically all volcanic, as far as I know. I mean, basically, it's all seismic stuff, and it's cold and it's hot, and it's just a lot of weird terra firma.
Well, down at an airport, one of the airport workers, he got fired. He saw a traveler put a note on her hand, and she opened it up and read it, I should say, put it in her hand, and when she opened up, it read one thing: "You're ugly."
What the heck? What was the purpose of that?
And then if you live in Florida, you got to watch out for these invading Florida vultures. They come up to your house and they vomit.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Vultures do that. That's their defense mechanism. You ever get too close to them, especially a nest, they'll just puke on you like volatile puke. And you know they carry on, so their puke is above and beyond nasty. So you don't want, and I probably got a lot of acid in it too. It's just ugh. And I gotta say something. If you're in Florida, beware of somebody that's got vultures as pets, selling wigs, and carrying toilet seats and going shark hunting. I mean, my goodness, that poor state.
Yeah, I don't know. And the police catch a parked motorist that then took off speeding. And when he got pulled over, he was playing, ready for this? Pokemon on 8 different phones all at once.
Now, I'm this guy. I got to say something here. You got to have some kind of an addiction to be playing not 1, not 3, but 8 different Pokemon games at once on 8 different phones.
I don't know. Then a guy again in Florida gets arrested. He decides he's going to take a joyride in a Walmart store in a shopping cart.
Oh my God! What did he do? Get drunk driving in there or something? I got to tell you something. I did see a video today of where you go in to pay your cable, Spectrum Cable, down in West Virginia. And a woman's filming this, and she's talking live. She's saying, "I can't believe what I'm seeing." Now, there's 3 people at the counter paying, and they're beside each other. On to the left, there's a guy dressed all funky, and he's got 2 different shoes on. On the right, there is a tall, you can't tell if it's a man or a woman, but I think it was an old woman, and she's got this, like, Twisted Sister lead singer wig on. And in the middle is this kind of overweight woman, and she's got, like, latex on. She's got both her hands behind her, just digging away. And the lady says, "Where am I at?" It's just the bizarre things you see that you can't believe what you're seeing sometimes. And Walmart is another one. Oh my God!
I was once in a Walmart store, and a girl came in there wearing a bathing suit bottom and no top, and she was probably in her early 20s. And she was with some guy, and they were walking, acting normal. I mean, could you imagine how many people would spill their milk?
Oh my God! I got to tell you something. The videos I see and the stuff I see about Walmart and stuff, there's a reason. If you think about it, there is a reason why when you walk in that first set of doors before you ever get to the second set of doors, there is a big thing there of alcohol wipes to wipe down yourself, the carts, or whatever else you need to wipe down before you ever enter that place.
Scary. Some of the people you see in there, I swear to God, I don't know. But you know what? A bear somehow fell into a moving police car. And then things got really weird when the police officer, opened the door and jumped out while the car was still moving.
Oh my goodness! Usually the police cars got a cage between them, between the back seat. But they must have been in an older one or gotten a pickle there.
Probably because I'm not reading the whole story, but it. Probably what happened is it was on something and it fell onto the car and maybe came through the windshield or whatever. I don't know. But could you imagine if a bear was in your car? What would you do? You're gonna get out of that thing fast as you can because a bear can tear you apart like that.
Right, that's right. And I got to tell you, something kind of related to that story is people out in Yellowstone and stuff. They go out there and there's all kind of bears, and for years they've been feeding these bears. They come right up the window and feed them. So now these bears socialize food with cars and windows and people in there. So if you don't have food to give them, it's almost a catch-22. You shouldn't do it. But then if you're there and you don't, they're liable to come in your window or get a little aggressive thinking, "Where's my food?" It's just one of the bad things.
Well, I tell you one thing. You don't want to put cocaine or any drugs underneath your toupee. A man in Spain actually had, well, cocaine quite a bit underneath his toupee and was arrested.
I got to ask, was he from Florida? Was he